It's another Toonwerks commentary. Yay!
Hooray!
I think we do that. I think we do that on every commentary. We go, yay!
Well, you're excited because this happens once in a blue moon. There was also a blue moon last month.
I'm just happy to be here finally because of my work schedule.
Yeah, well, you
Yes.
kind of have to be on this one because, as you know, Casey is not here. But we've talked about that in podcast, so we don't have to mention it.
In which Crispo wasn't around.
So
I miss Casey.
we don't have to talk about that ever again. But we are going to talk about the episode we did with the Cinemasnob, Lloyd episode 1. So
for the Dookie.
I did it all for the Dookie.
yeah, so let's all listen in, and we'll talk about the episode we did not write. So if you want to hear about the story behind how we got to make this cartoon, we put a podcast up about all the details. So we're just going to kind of talk about some of the shots we set up and some of the artwork and all that stuff.
These backgrounds were done by Grant Woolley.
He's on the wrong side of the darn bar. Lloyd is supposed to be on the other side.
Yeah, we had to flip it around because he had I think he accidentally drew them on the wrong side when he was planning it out, so we just flipped it and it still kind of worked.
Isn't it the booze that should make you more on
Hi,
your
Glennis.
I didn't even notice there was a continuity error.
It's not a continuity error, just it planned differently.
Okay. I like the work he did here. I like the little fish on the wallpaper. If we had more time, I wanted to put pictures on the walls, like celebrities that have been to the bar and stuff. So if
Pierre Kirby.
yeah, like if the bar is ever another episode, I want to add some stuff to it. It's
This was a joke that it's Wonders. We added in the laugh track to there because there's originally like an awkward pause joke, and we hate that, so we added in the laugh track, and Brad loved it.
Why did the TV have a colored text if it's a black and white TV?
The show was black and white. Yeah.
Oh,
it's like watching Casablanca. You watch Casablanca, no matter what kind of TV you have, it's gonna be in black and white.
Yeah, like Wonders is an old-timey show. Was this the first scene you animated?
I think so. I think this is where I jumped in.
Yeah.
I thought it was the one like when Dookie came into the office.
It could have been that. Yeah, I forget exactly.
So,
I discovered an alien, and he had like this box for the camera.
We're getting to that scene.
So, I did the artwork for most of the characters. Chris actually did the design for Chloe and Lloyd. So, I have him to thank.
Actually, I love how Chloe came out. Actually,
yeah,
like
her little hat. I added the little bell necklace.
And then also the way that her hair is, it's different than the way I had it in the story.
Well, I think whenever I draw secretaries, they're just gonna have curvy, loopy hair.
Yeah, like the way that I had mine done, it was like Rose from Downton Abbey, like in the last season.
Yeah, so we weren't sure if this takes place in modern times or if this is supposed to be in the 40s or whatever. But I definitely tried to make everything look like a gangster era stuff, like with the hairstyles.
And there's Zico.
Yes,
Zico.
That desk is way too small. This was one of the backgrounds that Casey did, and then I adapted for some of these other shots. Yay.
Are we gonna redo this background, or are we just gonna keep it?
I think we'll just keep it. It's easier.
I like easy.
This is based on an old movie from the 80s called Nuki. The alien looks a little different, but I wanted to keep. Look at that. I wanted to keep like his face is melting, because that's how it looks in the movie.
We made sure he doesn't blink in unison, and people love that.
Yeah. Like the other alien that you'll see later was the first one I drew. Actually, he looks even worse than him because actually in the movie, Miko looks slightly better than Nuki. he
slightly better.
Yeah, he's not as melted.
Not saying much.
Yeah, the original design is literally like a potato sack. It's like someone in a potato sack. So
I like how the snob put it. He said that it was like a parent made the worst Tommy Pickles cosplay ever and gave it to their kid.
Yeah, so I made him more like an actual living thing, but he still looks like a big bag of potatoes.
I love the music ending there. Granted, Pierce Hakar did a really good job on the music.
Yeah.
I gotta get.
So there's a continuity error here. Well, not really continuity, but there's an error with the original movie. Because in the movie it takes place in the savannah, but when Brad was writing the script, he said Sahara Desert. So we have him here in the savannah like it does in the actual movie, but we just magically transport to the Sahara Desert.
And this is where the deleted scene was. So go watch the deleted scene whenever it's released, and then you'll see what we took out.
Yeah. Thankfully, like, it starts and ends in the same place, so it's pretty easy to cut out. Yeah, so here's
bastard film brain.
British white guy playing an African child.
In Cinemasnob continuity, it's bastard film brain ruining everything.
Trying to make the aliens' hands look like big gloves that don't move very well.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's just whatever.
That's how all your hands look.
Well,
I kid.
More in this case.
Here's Chris's Steve Railsback.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to do more shadows on the outfit.
Like, we kind of unofficially decided when there's a celebrity, Chris will probably draw it.
I thought it was whenever there's something that has to be more realistic looking or more like the person.
Well, yeah, like most celebrities want to be like recognizable.
Oh, look at the license plate here. Quentin Quasar.
Oh, I didn't even know that. How many Wonders or like Toonwerks references are in here?
Dude, there's probably like 7 or so.
Yeah.
My favorite's the one that I made up, Ace Johansson Yen.
Yeah, that was great. America!
Lloyd is supposed to be a lot smaller than all this, but I think having a little bitty cat next to even a little kid will be really a...
Yeah. I figured he's kid-sized.
Yeah.
To be fair, he is a starving African child, so he does have a very, very compact skeletal structure.
I remember when making this kid here, I was like, okay, now let's make a cliche African child and not be racist. But he's pretty close to what was actually in the movie. I just like took out like a bone necklace he had.
It looks good. I drew the
yeah, keep talking, little kid. Never shut
I
up.
drew the limo. Love the background. Chris did the other backgrounds there. They came out really good.
Modeled part of it after O'Hare Airport.
Is that like the
It's down the street.
bowels after traveling millions of light years?
Yeah, poop joke.
You notice their eyes are like kind of yellow too, so it makes them look like this gross. Yeah, and like their eyes are different shapes and stuff. Like, I think, without a shadow of a doubt, I spent the most time drawing Nuki art than anyone else on the planet. Like, and you animated more Nuki than anybody.
You spent more time making the Nuki character model than the people who made the costume.
Yeah, probably. Here's the one bit of animation I did, them dancing.
I went back and added easing.
I eased it. Maybe
I used it more.
better reason. And then I shot him. Little plaque in the background that says "Best Cat Detective." I think we should change that to like 1989 or something. So it's like
We should just change it in every episode.
every episode. Because each episode takes place in a different part of the Lloyd timeline.
He's a Time Lord.
Yeah.
Time Cat.
Okay. Solid black eyes of Ace Johansson. There's a character that we never got to really talk about in Wonders.
Yeah.
Pierce added that little Wonders theme at the last minute, which was a really nice touch. Yeah.
I don't think anyone mentioned any Wonders things. Just goes to prove that no one's actually watched it.
No, there was someone who was a fan of Toonwerks. I forget who it was. He commented that he loved all of the little references we put in.
A few people.
McDonald's bag there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, a few people recognize my name in there too, which is nice.
Damn it. I need a date that
I wanted him to be looking at a newspaper, like a gossip magazine about Teresa.
I love that cut.
Oh, we have character development.
I've been told that if I'd be more
What type of movie is
assertive,
this?
that I'd either
I should have
kill
animated that
someone
window with
or have the
rain
best
splattering
sex
on
of
it.
my life.
Yeah, I thought about going back and doing it,
I've
but
already killed someone today.
I went back and added the rain in post as well, so I had to do some special stuff. RO2 is a reference to Route 2.
Oh, it is. References! Vote 5 for references.
The monkey, there was no monkey in
There's
this.
no monkey. Yep, so
Absolutely no monkey.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Like, even though we didn't write it, it feels like a Toonwerks movie.
Yeah, we had enough creative input that it really our stuff shines through as well.
And like we're starting pre-production on part 2, and like we're working even closer with Brad. With some of the stuff. Like, I'm not really writing it, but just the way things look and stuff. So that was Lloyd, episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, you can't see the full version on our YouTube channel, but if you go to thecinemasnob.com, it'll be on there.
Yeah, we'll put links in the description, and if we're not lazy, we'll put a annotation up right here,
Right.
or possibly here.
Or everywhere. Just put a million on
I will
screen
put
right
no
now.
such annotations up. You'll have to find it yourself.
Alright, we swear a fixed version of Wonders 5 will be on here sometime in the future. And
Well, yeah.
we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.